and stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe that's good practice. And I think, actually, even though Prince Abu's sort of a relative unknown, is favored in this particular matchup, right?
I can see that. Absolutely.
I mean, former top 100.
Yeah, I think even like higher than that and like super solid. Beat Plup, you remember that?
Yeah, that does ring a bell.
It was a weird set.
Oh, yes.
It was the Melee Stats video.
Yeah.
But that is to say that Prince Abu, formerly, ooh, okay, maybe out of practice, huh? That's crazy by Tank. Did you?
You have to shoot a couple lasers.
You shot a couple lasers.
You have to, I think.
And then charged.
I wonder what the full charge percent is, but you could shoot a couple lasers and still get the charge. Knowing your time is important.
Yeah, Tank, I think, really formidable, which is so unfair because I cannot stress enough, a very strong human. So muscular.
I've never heard the jealousy seep out of you. It's such great amounts.
It should be me.
So it looks like Tank sort of subscribes to the like Shine Puff, knock them down, and then get the grabber or whatever type of gameplay.
From tech chase off roll.
Yeah, which is sort of like a lot of grounded Foxes sort of work that way.
Yeah, and I think like it's at least easy to understand. It's a matter of like getting the grab because the hope is like build it. Oh, that sucks.
You hate to see it. You had a narrow lead too.
Yeah.
Now it's deficit, and in a matchup like this, like
the deficit can extend.
Yeah, and like the options just change so much.
That's true.
Because not Hungry Box. Wow, Puff. They're synonymous. Puff in general, I was going to say, Prince Abu could, you know, in some situations choose to trade out stocks pretty effectively as Puff.
That's true. Right? Yeah. That is true. Yeah. Because if it's like a rest, if this is a stock trade from a rest like this, you take that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, we're going to have to see, like we were saying, Tank wants to go for that knockdown, wants to go for the grab, but like see what to do after, and we're actually seeing, it sticks with it, but instead of up throw, it goes to the down throw tech chase, which works out then, but it's pretty difficult to get consistently.
Yeah.
He ended up just going like, okay, Prince Abu didn't DI'd in and then rolled away, so the distance he had to cover was not that much, and so a falling up air is well within reach.
Yeah, and I think that honestly it's probably just, I don't think that, I don't know that Tank necessarily gave up on the up throw. It's just like above, I think 111 is the highest like Task can do for up throw up air. So it just wasn't anything there. So you might as well try it. Yeah.
I just mean to say that like I'm wondering how at a high percent he changes, and it's like he doesn't change that grab approach. He just changes what throw.
Yeah, I see. So same neutral approach, generally speaking.
Yes.
Different
flowchart off the punish. Yes. Now, both of these players have SD. Prince Abu, like you could say that Prince Abu SD twice with missing the up throw rest on that first stock and then getting killed for it.
Yeah.
But that's the breaks, especially, you know, I think like it's what Fox players feel too. It's like, oh, you randomly die. Okay, cool. And then also like Prince Abu being away from the game for a few years as far as like high visibility sets and like brackets. You know, that's the cost of stepping away from practice, you know?
Yeah, very well could be.
Maybe he's just practicing all the time.
What's sort of fortunate sometimes is that if you were to, because Tank was winning this game even without the SDs, but you kind of are in position to win it. So imagine if you had an SD at all, right?
Yes.
Like this game, which is not Prince Abu's, might not be indicative of how the rest of the set is going to go, and you have to feel okay about that as principle. You use that as a mental like footing.
Yes,
right?
yes. As an anchor. I got 5 on Tank, to be honest.
Do you?
But I gotta go even odds because Abu's, you know.
Even odds, even though it's if it gets to game 3, I think I'm down.
I'll have to see how game 2 looks. So we'll check back in, folks. Post in the chat.
You're already down 800, so I don't know if you want to keep it.
Okay. All right. Nice.
Up smash gonna do it.
Smash. Yeah, he fun. So that's some of the like classic Fox Puff stuff. If you can find it, it's just difficult to do so. Where you punish the landing, right? It's a read on Prince Abu's drift inward, and then placing an up smash there. Oh, I love this air to air.
And at that low percent, if it doesn't work out, even if like they do shield rest it, you might not die from it.
Yes. Wow, good awareness from Tank also to like have shielded the forward smash, and then he just gets a shield grab off of it. Keeps it simple.
Able to find the up air eventually anyway. Yeah, Tank is looking real good.
Clean 2 stocks up. Wow. really well executed by Tank, and I think it's nothing like crazy either. It's just like fundamentally these are the game plans that like we know as a community, we know about FoxPuff, but executed correctly.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. And Prince Boo, on the other hand, I'm not sure what to pick out because it feels like he's not going for a lot of. There's something. It's the up smash. I was gonna say he's not going for a lot of like sharp. I'm just gonna take the stock kind of tactics. You know, go for a back throw at the edge, a big up throw combo. We haven't seen any of that. It's really been nickel and diming Tank to a stock.
Yeah, back airing, back airing.
Basically the whole set.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're seeing even some, like, at this point, too, hesitation on that plan. The drift in on the bear is just shallow. It's trying to predict the read. It's a read on Tank's movement inward. And, I mean, sometimes it can turn into that.
Yeah, it did read the air dodge, too, which I thought was pretty nice. Air dodge or, you know, something like uppy up there. Yeah, I mean, I know that, like, the level 1, the Yomi 1, whatever you want to call it, gameplay of Puff, who does this back air, is you want to just barely come in so that they can't punish you if it misses. And if you do hit, then, you know, you get a little bit of damage. So it's supposed to be, like, 0 risk percent-wise, a little risk losing some stage-wise.
Yeah.
And then the reward is, you know, whatever percent is, like 11%.
The back air, and then maybe a knockdown if they're at 30%.
It's like if you get... There's certain little thresholds you try to cross with that back air. Like if you get 2 back airs, I think Pound knocks down, for example.
Wow.
But yeah, you're right. Tank looked real good in that
stock.
set.
Now, I'm thinking also there's a little bit of rust on the boost side for like adaptation. Oh, G4 shirt. That's like a. If I were to dress Prince Abu as a costume designer and like a movie, I'd be like, how do I indicate that this guy was really good a few years ago? I have him wear a G4 shirt. But that is to say that like I think there's a little bit of rust not only maybe on some of the like execution, but even you know the competitive
Tournament,
like competitive environment where he's adapting to a couple of different things. The reason I say that is because he saw Tank double lasering in one spot, and then he pounds right there.